Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Mezco 112 Collective, Mezco exclusive, and this is from the Rumble Society line, their own IP. We have Bartholomew Vex. As you can see, it comes in that typical Mezco style cardboard box, but this thing is packed with a lot of artwork on the box, looking awesome. But let's go ahead and get Vex out of the package. Just like every other Mezco figure, we get that nice 112 Collective Ziploc baggie to store all the goodies in. Just like every other Mezco, Bartholomew comes with a stand that has the peg, so you can just have them standing on the stand by itself, or you can pop that peg out and attach the dynamic attachment. Straight out of the package, Vex comes with some Chalice supporting hands on the figure, and they look pretty good. You can use them for other things as well, but seems to fit really well with that Chalice accessory. Vex also comes with a pair of gripping hands, and they're slightly different, as this one has more of a supporting thumb that's going straight up to support what's in the hand. Vex also comes with some expressive, almost like casting type of hands. The final pair of hands we get aren't really a matching pair. We got a pointing finger hand and a casting or chalice holding or conjuring type of hand. One of the alternate head sculpts that Vex comes with is a eyes closed, just laughing head sculpt. The head sculpt that Vex comes with, he comes with a variety of them, and they look really, really good. The sculpt works there, the detail. I love the glossy paint they used for the horns. He's got his teeth painted. I just wish the inside of the mouth wasn't just black. I wish there was a little bit of difference to separate the inside of the mouth from the rest of the head, but the head sculpts are phenomenal. The details in the horns, I mean, it looks like a goat head. The final goat head sculpt that we get is him looking a little bit more pissed off with the mouth open. Again, I like how they mix the matte and the gloss. The eyes are glossy, the horns are glossy. But yes, this is definitely a more angry, I'm yelling at you or I'm saying something to you type of head sculpt. Continuing with the head sculpts, we do get a alternate head sculpt so he could transform into a buzzard or vulture. And again, just the way they sculpted and painted this, it looks great. Now this head does come with 3 different pieces. So you got the head there, we got the floating sort of collar piece. You can push it down, but or open up the jacket, however you want to do it. I just sort of put it on there. And we have a separate buzzard type of head, like neck. So this is 3 pieces. So you got the collar, the neck, and the head. The final head sculpt is, I guess, when Vex is overly using his powers or is becoming his true form. I don't know, but he's got this Cthulhu vulture head, and it just looks gnarly with all the detail, the sculpt work in there. You know, giving off that Cthulhu Zoidberg look. He even has like looks like a little eyeball on the nose. I guess that's a nose. But it is gnarly looking. But if that's not enough to make it, you know, a figure full of nightmares, like this nightmare fuel right here. And you also get a transitioned hand that's sort of changing as well. That has like little bumps and boils. It still has his rings on there. I love that his hands are all sculpted with the rings on his left hand. You know, his other hand, the right hand, doesn't have any rings at all. But it just looks nasty and just really well done with the paint, the sculpt work, the gloss. It's a really cool feature just to make him all just gross and Cthulhu'd out. Diving into Vex's accessories, we do get a golden chalice with some emeralds painted on there. It's sculpted really nice. We do got some wine or blood in the chalice. Since we got a full chalice, of course, we're going to get that bottle to go with it. We got ourselves some 666 number 13, some devil juice or Satan's juice or just some Jack Daniels. But the label looks really cool. I like the details they put into it. The bottle looks really nice. It's got a little cork on the top. And what's a cool feature is you can remove that cork as he pours it. Another accessory we dive into, at first I thought it was going to be like a monkey's paw, but this is a zombified or mummified hand. You know, this is definitely not a monkey paw, maybe inspired by it, but we got ourselves the bone sticking out, wrapped around, and dangling from the little tendons or whatever, or some eyeballs. just really creepy little stuff that would be used for like a summoning or a casting a magic spell. But I love the sculpt work, the paint work, the wash on it. Really cool details on these accessories. One of the physical weapons we get is this like ceremonial dagger. It looks like it's made out of like a tooth or bone. But look at the detail in the handle. It's got eyeballs, a nose, a mouth. It's tons of sculpt work in this little knife here. Looking awesome. Honestly, it looks like something you'd pick up at a head shop and smoke some reefer out of. But still, I love the creepiness to it, and it is definitely a cool looking dagger. Vex does come with a magical feather duster, but that's what it reminds me of. Or like a psionic blade. But the magic effect on there looks cool. It's got a keyhole, but it's done like this smoky, translucent, like pink plastic with a little bit of dry brushing or airbrushing on there. But this does come off. And then you can just have yourself the little meaty, I don't know, meaty looking like keyhole lollipop. I really don't know what the heck this thing is. It is creepy. It almost looks like this is what he would eat then to turn into that Cthulhu buzzard, because it does have that Cthulhu buzzard drippy look. But it definitely looks like some sort of bone for the handle and something just meaty with the keyhole. Diving into his magical spells and mysticism, we got ourselves this Starro projectile eyeball goat eye type of thing. You know, at first I thought they just reused the Starro sculpt they've used, but they didn't. It's actually a new sculpt. The eyeball is nice and glossy and creepy. It's got like the smoke effect or trail effect. We got the magnet there. This can actually attach to all his foreheads, but this also has holes that you can barely see. They're actually sculpted in there, so he can grip onto it. So you could be shooting this from the palm of his hand or casting it from his hand versus shooting it from his head. But definitely a pretty cool, unique looking piece. Here we have the star effect attached, magnetized, being projected out of his third eye, which is really cool because the placement, like when you see the other magic effect, it has the third eye opening on the little goat head that's on the magic effect. So it's cool that this actually is being shot out of his third eye. Looking really nice. Here we got the star effect again, but this time it's being shot out of the palm of his hand. And this looks cool. I wish the other magic effect had that ability to sort of be supported, or has the spots for the fingers to pop into. As you can see, you know, this thing ain't going anywhere. It's nice and snug in there and looks really good being shot out through his hand. Finally, we got the big boy of the magic spells, and we got the goat head with red eyes and this third eye open. It's got the flames coming around. It just looks really, really cool. Sculpt is there. The translucent purple they used for the plastic is nice. It's got the magnet. It does go on his head. It doesn't have the holes to really put it in his hand, but you could prop it that way, because I really feel like this would be something cooler if it was actually coming, like he was holding it in his hand versus just coming out of his head. Because I feel like if it's coming out of his head, this should be raised a little bit higher, which I'll show you guys in a second. It's definitely going to matter on angle for sure when you put this on, but you can see it's magnetized to his head. That's how high up off of his head it stands. It doesn't look horrible. I just feel like, I don't know, something seems off about it, and I don't know if it's just too much flame at the base. Maybe needs to taper, you know, go a little bit thinner in the middle or something. Just something seems off when it's attached to the head. It's a cool effect, but I would definitely want it in like a palm of a hand type of setup, or I guess this could look like a halo type of setup too. I don't know. What do you guys think of this effect? Now, I wanted to save his best accessory for last because I really, really like this. He's got a snail doctor's bag. It is literally a snail instead of a shell. It's got the bag. It's got gloss to it. It's painted nicely. You know, that's the bottom. Nothing special on the bottom, but look at the paintwork and detail on the top of the snail. Looking awesome. The bag looks good. It's got texture throughout. The handle is articulated, and then we got this part that sort of pops up, as you can see, and then you can actually open up the bag to store all his stuff. Well, not all of it, but most of it, and I think that's a really cool feature. So we got a Dr. Snail Bag, so he can actually carry it, or this guy could just be following him on the ground. Don't know how fast he'd be moving, so it might be quicker just to carry him, but still a really, really cool accessory, sidekick, second figure, whatever you want to classify it as. You can put a lot of stuff in this snail bag. I have his meat lollipop with the magic effect, his knife, the hand, the bottle, and the chalice all in there. And there's room for other stuff, maybe his extra hands. But the magic effects don't really fit in there very nicely. But you can put all of that in there and close it and not have any issues. Here we have an up-close look at Vex, and this figure looks awesome. I like his sort of stern face, just his straight face. He's got those glossy, creepy eyes, the glossy horns. And man, this figure is looking dapper. He's in that nice little pilgrim style outfit. All the buttons are plastic buttons. You know, he has a wire going into this jacket as well. He's got the vest with the plastic buttons, little pouches, well, pockets. They're not really functioning pockets, but you can tell it's got that little tie up there. Just looking awesome. I love his left hand. How he has all the rings sculpted and everything on every left hand. Even the weird transmorphed hands. It's got the little cuffs that flare out. Pockets there. Then he's got his little pants, his little pants and socks. He's got the knee highs. He's got his little pilgrim shoes. I know there's probably names for this whole outfit and everything, but I'm just not 100% sure on what it is. Somebody will correct me. They'll be like, this is the era. It's this type of outfit. You're getting it all wrong. He's got some cleats on the bottom for grippage. But I like his outfit. I like his style. I like his look. It just reminds me of just some goat creepy character that would be in like a horror movie. But the suit and outfit, everything is done really well. I'm not going to get into articulation. His articulation is pretty solid. I mean, he can get his arms up into full like T poses. It's that typical Mezco Gomez type of articulation out of this bad boy, and I'm okay with that. When it comes to Bartholomew Vex, I think Mezco knocked this figure out of the park. The amount of accessories that we get, the unique sculpt that comes with this figure, the soft goods that are just really well done. Some of the best looking soft goods that I've seen, especially with the wire placement. He has some cool magic effects. He has a cool little bag. Like, everything he comes with is awesome. And his price point, I think, was perfect for this figure. And I do wish that it came with a comic. There is, you know, a little bit more that I would like. I wish it came with the comic because I want to know the relationship between him and Atticus Doom. I don't know if he's just a straight up villain or is he just a rival. I would like to know that relationship because I think this is a really cool character and I love my Atticus Doom figure as well. And that's why I had to get him. I was like, not only is he a creepy, demonic, goat-looking thing, I wanted him to go with Atticus Doom because that figure is phenomenal. And Atticus came with a bunch of cool stuff as well. But, yeah, I understand some people may not want this figure in their collection because it's a black goat, witchcraft demon type of thing, but hey, it's a toy, so I'm bringing it in and adding it to my collection because it's just a badass looking piece and there's a lot of fun you can have with it. I can't wait to do some photo shoots. I'm going to definitely use him with my bar setup and everything. It's going to be a blast to pose this figure around and get some good shots with them. And that sums up my unboxing and review of Mezco's Bartholomew Vex. If you guys are enjoying my content, hit that like button. New to my channel, hit that subscribe button as it helps the channel evolve and grow. Make sure you guys hit the silver bell notification so you know when I post up a new video and when I go live every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern for State of the Art. Because not only do I talk about some toy news, but I have some really cool guests on there. So definitely tune in, check it out, chat it up. Let's have a good time. And most importantly, I want you guys to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.